everybody out there. Welcome back to the No Cover TV podcast. Look who's in the house, Jeff Kollnot. Before we start with Jeff, and before he starts, don't you do it yet, Jeff. I got to talk to you out there first. I want to thank all of you out there for checking out the No Cover TV podcast, all the audio shows that are on Spotify, and of course, all these great visual shows that are on YouTube, plus all the other shows on YouTube. So check them all out. We're almost at 300 podcasts, which is great. And doing it like this is just like back in the TV days. Jeff knows about the TV days because he was on No Cover TV back in the day. We'll even talk about that possibly because that was a crazy show. So anyways, thank you. If you want to get on the show, I'm usually booked a couple of months out, but right below that's scrolling right down there, you'll see the email, nocovertv@usa.com. Drop me a line. Definitely, we can chat. We'll get you on the show. All genres, all age groups, all around the world, man. We are tapping into everything. It's an incredible thing out there. You know what I got to do is I got to thank a bunch of people out there, wonderful people that are helping these musicians get their music out there, and I get their story out there. So let me go down this list of wonderful people, and thank you. I appreciate what you're doing for the artist, and send them my way. So let's get down the list. Sandra, you're out there from Della Parra Entertainment. Andrea Hall, Music Management. Blindfolded International Management. This is Zeus Management. Legion Entertainment, Round the Clock, PR, SBM Global Media, Kaipo Entertainment, and the Sound Lab. I appreciate each of you for what you do for these artists. We need you. Thank you so much for sending your artists my ways, and check these people out. They're great people out there. And also do me a big favor. Right at the top, if you're watching on YouTube, maybe over in this corner, there's that subscribe. Hit that darn button up there so you can be updated on all the future shows coming on because you don't want to miss it. Every show is different. Even though I might ask some of the same questions, every answer is different. So it's a wonderful thing. All right, folks, you know what I'm going to do next, and Jeff might even know. Get my breath, my three favorite words. What are they, folks? Support, 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 support these artists. Go to the shows, pay a cover charge if there is one. Get to their swag table. Get a CD, an album, a hoodie, a t-shirt, a keychain, a coffee mug, a bumper sticker. Oh my, it goes down. Let's just get the whole table. Buy it all, then get your butt out to that stage. Enjoy the show. See if you can stay afterwards and meet these awesome artists because they're all going straight to the top. And remember, these artists love doing what they're doing to put a smile on your face. And in return, your smile kicks back to them. It's a big old grin to smile on the artist's face. It's a wonderful thing. And in my book, music makes the world go around. It's a great thing. It really does. It's a great thing. So in the house today, the wonderful, the awesome, the incredible. Oh, yeah, here he goes. Jeff Kollnot is in the house. Here we go. Jeff, take it away, brother. Oh, damn! That's Jeff Kollnot in the house. Damn, you made that thing scream. I think it just said some nasty things to me, Jeff. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Talk dirty to me a little more. Oh, thank you.
All right.
Okay. We'll get more out of Jeff right here. When you started, Jeff, volume came down a little bit. That's probably because your microphone kicked it back, but we still can hear you.
Oh, sweet. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh,
definitely.
all right. Perfect.
So we're all good. So Jeff is in the house. How you been, brother? It's been a while since we chatted. Jeff's been on the podcast and the TV show back in the days over 20 years ago.
Yeah, probably. No, I'm good. Yeah, last time we talked was probably, I want to say it was sometime in 21.
Yeah, about that. You're about right. Yeah. Definitely,
brother. I've had a couple different, musical projects happen since then, a couple different releases,
cool.
A bunch of different shows. Yeah, man, if you want me to dive into anything specific,
we'll get to stuff. I'm definitely going to touch on a little of everything, Jeff.
Yeah, there's a couple of different releases with a couple different projects, so yeah.
Okay, well, we'll talk about those and stuff, definitely. But Before we start talking about music and stuff, I don't know if we did this back in a podcast. 'Cause I can't think back 3 years. I deal with so many artists. But anyways, I want to take you back in time so them out there can get to know you a little bit and how you started to get to where you're at right now.
Yeah.
Okay? Can we? Yeah. All right. Let's jump in Jeff's head. All right. Let's do this. Let's go back to around 8, 10 years old. Now you're listening to what mom and dad are jamming to, on phonograph or whatever, and so on, and family members. What did you catch on at that early age that you dug, that your parents might have been listening to, and what'd you grab onto?
Oh, actually, some of the earliest memories, even a little bit younger, before I started playing, Dire Straits, "Money for Nothing," the guitar.
Oh yeah.
That was one. I was like a little toddler, and I'd drive around this Fisher Price paddle wheel things. I'd like drive around when my parents would put that on, and also,
Money for nothing. Oh yeah, it's a great song.
um, also early Michael Jackson, the Thriller record, "Beat It."
Oh yeah.
That was stuff that resonated with me.
Oh yeah.
And as I got to about the 8 to 10 years old, had an older sibling, and he'd play a lot of what was happening in the late '80s and early '90s, which was
Sure.
Motley Crue, Poison, and I would really like those first early Motley Crue records.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't get to guitar until I was about 13, and I got
Okay.
it kind of a little bit of well, for what I'm doing now, people kind of consider it unusual. But U2 was like my Beatles, like the Beatles got
Oh, right,
the
right.
Beatles got Ozzy into music, like a lot of people, like it's a gateway band. But that only, I mean, I listened to them a lot, but that got me down the guitar road. I was gonna
Okay.
do drums first,
Oh,
but
okay.
that was too loud for the house. I
You're right. Your parents didn't
wasn't
want
allowed
that.
to do that. And the older brother, he had a guitar my dad gave him,
Oh,
and
okay.
uh, everybody played a little bit. Not my dad so much, but my mom played piano.
Oh,
And
nice.
I ended up taking some piano lessons at the same time I was learning guitar. But yeah, then I got into the whole idea of just trying to take it as far as I could go with the instrument, and that kind of led me more down like Eddie Van Halen, Metallica,
Oh,
some more
sure.
metal shred stuff, but also some bluesy guys in there too.
Sure. So,
Robert
so,
Plant and stuff.
okay. So you got the guitar about 13 years old.
Yeah, that's when I started.
What was the name brand of that guitar?
Oh, that was a Fender Duo Sonic.
Oh, you don't see that
That's
around.
that's pretty rare, actually. They reissued it. It's interesting. It's like it's just two pickups,
Yeah.
single coil pickups, and it's interesting because it's only 20 frets. So,
Really, not 24.
yeah, most times start out at 21. Generally speaking, but
Okay.
that was, and I didn't know enough about guitars then, and I was looking
Sure.
for a humbucking rock sound, and it didn't really have
Yeah.
that. So I was
You wanted to shred some metal.
frustrated with the guitar tones I was getting out of it, but I didn't know any better. So yeah.
Okay. So we're still stick around that age, 13, 14, 15. Now, we all start out as a rhythm player. Now, how soon did you jump to lead? And is what you're doing now what you were thinking of what you wanted to do in the future? Back then, did you know you were going to be the guitar player you are today?
Um, at the very beginning, not quite. It was just kind of uncharted territory.
Sure.
I felt myself going in that direction pretty quickly. Um, it kind of, it was like I felt like I knew I had to do it. It was like,
Right.
this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
But it was, I want to say, maybe a year in, I started going in for simpler lead things, and
Okay.
even the first year, like there was like some simple little lead melodies I would mess
Okay.
with or learn.
So, all right. So you experimented a little bit as you got a little older in your teens. Now, when did you move up to another guitar that had the humbuckers?
Oh, that was about a year and a half. That was about a year and a half after I started.
Oh, okay, about a year and what guitar
Actually,
was that? You
that
have it?
I have that here actually. If you want to
Do
see
you
it,
really?
yeah.
I still have my original. Well, you saw it.
I don't have my Fender, but I have that. I'll go grab it. It's right over here.
Yeah, grab that. I want to see. This is cool. My first guitar. I still have mine from '77. Whoa, that thing's beat the heck. Well, let's see this. Oh, ouch! Looks like my Jeep color. Oh, look at this. Oh, is that a Kramer?
That's an Ibanez
What's the
RG270.
Ivy?
It's hard to see,
Oh,
but it's actually a metallic sparkle on that
okay,
on that
little
paint.
glisten there. Okay, it's a little hard to see, but definitely can tell. Oh, I'm loving this, dude.
Um, it,
Wow.
it's mostly original. There are I put a active humbucker here.
Okay, nice. The
Not the
treble.
original bridge. It's a double locking trim. The original was just a single locking trim. Might be in trim. Not quite.
Not quite. A little off.
Yeah.
Uh, that's awesome. That's a beautiful guitar, brother. Do you play that often?
Not a whole lot.
A whole lot.
I'm gonna try to play it now and see what happens.
Sure, what the hell? Why not, man? Everybody look out. He's Jeff's a hell of a shredder and guitar player, people. I mean, he's going to tear it up. Oh, yes.
People get a sound out of it.
Damn. That's just, wow. Yeah.
It still works. So
You just a little bit. Yeah, it works great.
I haven't probably
Wow.
touched it in over a year. So yeah,
What have you
it's got this like the volume knob is a Cincinnati Van Halen knob, so you can move it quickly.
Oh, I like that. The micro knob. Yeah. That's wonderful,
You can do
man.
the swells.
I like that.
Yeah, like real
Nice.
easily. The other one has that too, but this one
Okay.
didn't have a knob that fit on it, so it's just the basic the
It's just
pot
the
itself.
stem.
Yeah.
I love it, man. That's cool, brother.
Yeah.
Nice. Sweet. Incredible.
So this is actually my second guitar.
That's the second
The
time.
first one I sold and traded in, but this is the one I got. It would have been 1990, end of '96 is when I got this one.
96. Okay. All right. So how long, I mean, did you figure that guitar out before you graduated or take a little more time?
Are you talking like high school?
Well, yeah, yeah. Did you
Yeah.
learn?
I would say by age 16, I was doing pretty decently.
Were you really?
About, yeah, I wasn't like, I felt like, by the time I was 23, 24, I was really where I wanted to be. But like, but 16, 17, I was starting to mess with like sweep picking,
Boy.
not perfect at it, but I was starting to get into that. Tapping happened pretty early on,
Not right. That's just not right, brother. Making me look
well,
real bad.
I mean, nowadays you put on YouTube and there's like a 6-year-old playing circles around everybody.
Right, right. Oh, I'm coming across that. I've had a few on the show, and it's like, really? I mean,
Yeah.
no, this ain't right. But anyways, Jeff, let's continue on, my friend. Okay, now during high school, and we're not going to stick around there too long. Did you join any bands or form any bands in high school?
Yeah, I was in a few. One actually reunited a couple of years back, and we made a in the studio recording. It wasn't like it was a live studio recording, so we just played takes of everything a couple times. We didn't like multi-track it. We just mic'd everything up real nice and did it
Right.
live.
Yeah, man.
That was around call them Shadows of Horizon. That was around for about a year and a half back in those days.
Okay.
I actually went to high school in Colorado.
Yeah.
Born in Michigan originally, but I went back to Michigan and started other bands, and there's been several over the years.
They come and go, don't they?
Yeah.
They do come and go, man. And if you know, Jeff here is in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where I'm at, and he's come over to the house to do the podcast. But let's go back, what was it, 23 years ago when you came on the TV show?
I think it was 18.
18 years ago?
I think it was 07 because we did it in 07, and then we did it again. We did two of them actually.
We did too, because the first one, wow.
We did back to back, 2 back to back years.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I remember the first one very detailed. You made a big impression on me that first show, and we call him Captain Kollnot for a reason. Oh my God! You see Jeff live. Step back, look out, because he is a wild on that guitar. He is all over. He'll fuck you up.
So that band, No Cover TV, that was Vacation Farm.
Yes, it was Vacation Farm. I couldn't think of that. Yes, thank you.
Later, that became Raptor School. That band disbanded close to 10 years ago, and now the closest I'm doing to that music is probably the Captain Kollnot solo project, which is its own separate discussion. Which
sure.
I've had recorded a couple of records of that and had actually a pretty big name vocalist on it.
Nice.
So that kind of grew out of all of that because it's like the next continuation of me writing my own songs, you know.
Sure. You know, you brought Captain Kollnot back then, and you just been progressing with your own stuff all those years.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Right. Definitely. So you're now in the band Flood the Desert?
Yeah, been with them off and on mostly since 2014, really.
2014, okay.
I was in. I've been in other bands along that time with Flood the Desert, but Flood the Desert's my longest running one. It's been 11 years with most. Well, there's been some lineup changes, but me and Zach Flora are like the two main dudes that are longest running guys for that project. Yeah.
Well, it's surprising how long we can tolerate people, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely. That's cool, bro. Now, Flood the Desert. Are you guys playing out a lot?
Yeah, we actually 2 days ago we played at the remodeled Max Bar in Lansing.
Really? How's that looking?
Oh, it's good. They got nice brick walls now and glass windows.
Okay.
Before it was kind of kind of like a dark room, like Mulligan's, posters everywhere. Nothing wrong with that. But now it's more like a bar and a grill with a stage.
Okay.
A lot of bands still play there.
Okay.
Sound was good. Nice lighting rig and stuff. So
cool. Yeah. You doing much in town?
Yeah, actually here and there we're doing. I want to say it's Friday the 25th. We're doing Tip Top.
Oh, are you doing the Tip Top?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And, we'll occasionally we did the Pyramid Scheme a couple months back. We've done Mulligan's at least once a year. We're trying to branch out a little bit more. Hopefully get some more out of state stuff.
Exactly.
Have you been a lot in Lansing? Quite a few in Detroit.
Exactly. And you do anything in Turnstiles at all?
Oh, it's been a while, but we have.
Cool.
We've done there probably 3 or 4 times, but we haven't done anything in at least a year there.
Okay.
We've been there a handful of times. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to ask you this question, Jeff. Now, we all went through that fucking COVID stuff, okay? And that hit us all hard, man. It broke bands up. It closed establishments down. Did it affect you in any way? Music?
It was definitely problematic, but actually there was other things going on that at the same time COVID went on that we were, for Flood the Desert, for instance, we were trying to record our previous album, but we had a hard time finding a drummer, and that was while that was going on. And, we went through a couple different guys that it just didn't work out, and Zach actually ended up playing the drums on that recording.
Really?
Good. It's not it's not quite up to what our current drummer is doing, but yeah,
Okay.
COVID specifically was a big headache, but it didn't. There was other things that would have still sucked even if
Yeah.
COVID wasn't
Yeah.
going on. Yeah.
I know, and and all of us out there know that paying this business sucks. And nobody likes to pay us, especially
Oh
doing
yeah.
our original music. Now, have you noticed out there playing, has it changed at all? I mean, are they working away from the door, paying security and sound, and then you get what's left over, pocket
Well,
change, or is it
I don't-
change?
yeah, it depends. Some venues are better than others. I won't
Oh,
name
yeah.
real bad ones, but there was a couple on the east side of the state where we traveled. We'll say Detroit area. I won't say the specific venue, and and we got paid $25.
Oh, dude.
The whole band did. So
Oh,
it's best, if you can sell merch. It's
yeah.
unfortunate that there's that saying, "Traveling T-shirt salesman," which is somewhat.
Right.
We also have beer koozies, and people do still buy
Oh,
physical
yeah.
CDs.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do.
know how often they listen to the physical CDs, but they still buy them.
They do. They definitely do. So not,
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead. It's your
In
show.
contrast, we made a lot more money at the recent Max show, but we also
Good.
sold a bunch of merch there. Lansing is very good with their merch people, or with people buying merch, at least in my
Cool.
experience. So,
All
anyway,
right. Cool, man. Now, do you have any dates coming up besides the one you just mentioned?
that's the only confirmed one that I know of at the moment. There might be some coming up
Okay.
later.
Okay.
I know there's going to be some coming up this summer.
Okay. Great. Great.
Yeah.
Now, since you've been with Flood the Desert for quite a while, and I know you've done a lot of the smaller venues around the state, have you been on the bigger stages with Flood the Desert as far as possibly festivals or anything?
I've been. Let's see. Flood the Desert, not so much. Some more of the tribute bands. I played. Well, they're kind of in a hiatus right now, but the Iron Maiden tribute Revelations. We played half a dozen times at 20 Monroe with supporting other tribute.
Okay. Nationals and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, so that's like
That's
maybe
cool.
1,600, 1,800 people in there on those nights. So that's
That's a good crowd.
yeah. So that's pretty big. Hey, I'm trying to think. Flood the Desert's played some shows at the main room intersection with other bands that had
Sure.
700 people in there probably.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's been a while, but as
Okay.
far as like Pine Knob or Van Andel or
Oh,
anything like
right.
that,
Yeah. Right. I agree too. Well, now, what do you like better, the smaller venues where the people are on top of you? You kind of like that big stage where you can run around.
I like a little bigger, not necessarily for the crowd size, but I like having a backstage to go to that you can like take your instruments off of when you're done playing. Because a lot of times, you play the real small places and you have a bunch of gear piled up in front of the stage, and there's two bands coming on at the same
Oh,
time.
right. Yeah.
And everybody's in a
Boy.
rush. But it's nice, just it sounds a little rock starry, but it is nice to have a backstage because that way you can move your stuff off and let the transition happen easier.
Exactly. It's a pain in the butt when you got to rush the band off the stage and the actual other band right on and try to get everything done in 15 minutes, 20
Yeah,
minutes.
sometimes they don't even turn the lights on, and you're like scrambling around in the dark with your guitar.
Yes, I remember those days, my friend. Now, Flood the Desert, would you guys be able to, all of you, go out on a tour if it was available and present it to you?
I know we would want to. Some of the guys have family commitments, so we'd have to figure
Work
out
that out.
figure out how that went. But I'm thinking there's probably smaller little tour ideas, like maybe
Sure, yeah.
uh,
Try this, yeah.
six,
Little
seven, five,
tri-state, yeah.
eight, yeah, Midwest kind of deal, or
Yeah,
even Ohio, Kentucky, maybe one of the
right
Carolinas,
on.
come back up.
Cool, cool. Before we get any farther, Jeff, can you tell everybody out there where they can find you, your music, and everything about you?
Yeah, you can find me, the Captain Kollnot, that's with a K. It's kind of like Cool in the Gang. That's on the music for that's on all the major streaming platforms. It's on Bandcamp. There's a Facebook page. You can also follow me on Jeff Kollnot on Instagram, and
Nice.
maybe Facebook too if that's your thing. But yeah, we got the Facebook page, we got the streaming platforms, the Bandcamp.
Good deal, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, I noticed, your fan base is building up. I see. And people are
Yeah.
digging what you're doing. I like that, man.
Yeah,
What do
yeah.
you think?
It's definitely it's a gradual build, but yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
more than it used to be for sure.
definitely. Well, good, brother. What's that, Bertie? You want what? You know what I want. Let's rip some licks, brother. Let's do it. Let's show them what you can do, man.
All right, man. Sorry.
Damn. Damn.
Yes.
Dude, man, doing the tap offs, the slide. Dude, what's up with that? Yeah, I figured I got my guitar here. I'm going to join you, okay? And I'm going to play with you. I got my little Kiss guitar.
I'm surprised. I should probably switch back to the other one because that's a little more. Strings are newer on that.
Okay, grab the other guitar,
Yeah,
my
we'll
friend,
do that.
because I ain't done with you. This is great, my friend. And Jeff is incredible, people. What an amazing guitar player and shredder. Unbelievable. Let's get the other axe out. Let's see what we can do. Oh, there that. Oh, now, everybody, that's the 7 string right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the 7 string. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can obviously get the lower range,
Wow. Yeah, definitely.
all that fun stuff.
Holy
It's got the fast volume knobs too, so
dick. Yeah.
all that fun stuff.
Incredible, brother. What's so fun about the guitar is you're always learning. You
Oh yeah,
definitely.
for
Yeah,
sure.
you're always learning. You don't learn at all. That's for sure. Uh, now, wow. Is guitar the only instrument you know how to play?
No, I can get dabble around on keyboards pretty well.
Okay.
Um, actually, in high school, I did violin. I still have that.
Do you
Um,
really?
yeah. Uh,
Wow.
some vocals, it's not my main thing, but I can for songwriting purposes, I can
Sure.
figure out a melody and sing it. So,
Right. Now, how many guitars do you got right now?
oh, I haven't counted recently, but
Yeah, right. Don't want to count.
it's probably close to 20.
Not enough.
Yeah, I mean, some guys got a lot more than that even. But
Right on. All right. What was the
got a bass in there too, an acoustic.
okay? Think back again. First pedal you got. What was it? What brand was it?
It was actually an Ibanez, and it was like a reissue knockoff of the Tube Screamer.
Oh, really?
But it
Really?
wasn't the original Tube Screamer. It was like kind of a mid-grade version of it.
Okay, great.
But it wasn't bad.
No, definitely. Now, how many pedals do we have?
I got I got a lot of different multi effects processors, but
Oh, sure.
stomp boxes, I'd probably say 10 to 12 probably.
Okay.
I've got maybe half a dozen on a pedal board that are my favorite that I regularly use for
Sure, definitely.
time.
You remember back in the day when the Big Muff came out?
Yeah.
I got that when it first came out. It was the military green and the Soviet box with
Oh
all the
yeah.
Soviet writing on it. And that thing was just incredible, man. That would just turn that guitar dirty. Oh, it was
Oh
great.
yeah.
It
Definitely.
was good. Somewhere around, I don't know where it's at, but somewhere around.
Yeah, actually, the EVH, the Eddie Van Halen distortion pedal, is really good.
Oh, is it?
Sounds a lot like his amps, and it's close to $300 new, but it's a really good pedal.
Oh, cool. Now,
Yeah.
I noticed you have several amps. Do you use the most? You use the Mesa? What are you using?
Lately, it used to always be one of the 5150s, either the original or the three.
Okay.
Lately, I've been using a PV Valve King 50-watt tube combo because it's still 50 watts. It's loud, but it's smaller and it's a little more portable for just
Yeah.
easy to transport if you don't have a roadie.
Right, definitely. And they always mic it anyway, so
But
yeah, it
yeah,
doesn't matter the
it's like
size.
no, it's super loud because 50 watts of tube amp.
Oh,
That,
yeah.
that'll still rattle the rafters easily.
Right. Now, recording. Do you do your own recordings or do you go to a studio? What's up?
I do both actually. I do guitars and bass. Down
Oh,
here, basically,
sure.
I've got a. You can't see it next to me, but I've got a recording interface, and
Okay.
I've got. There's a bunch of other guitars behind me. There's an
I see.
Explorer.
Yeah, over here, over
Yeah.
there. That's great. That's great.
So,
Now,
but yeah. Otherwise, I don't know if you know who CJ Gardner is. Red Wolf Studios.
oh yeah, Red Wolf. Okay. Oh,
He's a Grand Rapids. He's actually recording drums. FTD is actually recording drums with him right now. The drummer is. He's and
okay.
their drummer played on my latest solo recordings, the Captain Kollnot
Oh,
stuff. So he's kind of like he does a lot of session work for other people. But so
oh,
basically, I'll record guitars, bass here. Don't have all the inputs for drums, so we'll do that at CJ's place.
okay. There you go.
Yeah, and whoever's singing vocals, we'll record them wherever, and then we'll mix it all together, and CJ
Right.
will use it. So
Okay, cool, man. Cool. Now, are you guys just getting singles together, putting EP out, and going starting over again? How are you doing?
yeah, FTD is in the process of doing another full length. I'm putting out an EP with the Captain Kollnot stuff probably this May. We're just waiting
Okay,
on some artwork and one
nice.
final mix to come through. But yeah, FTD is about maybe 30% done recording the new album, which should come out hopefully this summer.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I can't wait to hear it, brother. You gotta give me a copy of that. Definitely. All right. Let's see. Oh wow, we're already at 32 minutes. So let's continue on. Let's do some fun questions here, my friend. Now, I don't even know if I asked this to you back in when you were on the podcast, but I don't think I did. I don't know. But we're gonna go down that road. Okay. Um, what guitarist out there do you kind of idolize? Who do you kind of really dig as far as what you do?
There's a couple. Well, Eddie Van Halen's one. Dimebag Darrell. Also, Mike Amott from Arch Enemy. He does a lot of real smooth wah pedal work. Dino Cazares from Fear Factory. A lot of the whole, kind of real tight machine, like
Yeah.
all that right hand,
Oh, you're right.
thrashy right hand stuff. Of course, the thrash guys, Metallica, Megadeth guys, but
Okay.
yeah, those dudes, or kind of come to the, up there for me,
Nice. What do you think of Yngwie's playing?
Oh, I like it. He was actually an early influence when I started playing guitar.
Oh, nice.
I actually have one of his guitars down here if you want to hear it.
Yeah, it's your show. Grab that. Let's do something riff on that.
Yeah, it's got a scallop fretboard. I'll show you all.
Yeah. Hey. We got a replica of Yngwie's guitar. Really? This is so cool. Ooh. Look at that puppy. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
You can kind of see the scalp
Yeah.
frets a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah, I see you. Oh, he's beautiful. Oh, dude.
In case you doubt, there's people that doubt. There's his signature.
Oh, there it is. Yngwie signature right there.
So
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's a little lower output because it's single coils, but it's got basically the best sounding neck pickup I've ever heard on an instrument.
Okay. I want to hear this.
You'll hear what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
makes it vibrato real easy.
oh yeah.
You know that
Oh, yeah.
a real wide vibrato.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Now, I know, with Yngwie's playing, he does a lot of, scales up and down the fret and stuff. Where, like, let's take Eddie for instance. He didn't do that. No, he was everywhere. And
Yeah.
you're incorporating both of those techniques into your talent, which is cool.
I think that's fair to say. You play, then
All right.
you do like a tappy, like her.
All right. All right. That's wonderful, brother. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get to some more questions, my friend. Okay. I want to get two answers on this question here, okay, my friend? Just keep
Two
doing it.
answers.
Let's think around the world. Where you want to perform? What stages you really want to perform on? You've always dreamt of performing on.
Probably, definitely, Red Rocks, Colorado.
Gotcha. It's a great place.
You want one more? He said. All right. Let's see.
Really say
I'll just play any old arena.
There you go. One that comes.
Or I don't know, Ford Field. Some huge, something really huge. Most people don't play.
Well, I'm thinking in Europe, you'd be great at whacking.
Oh, that's just gonna. When you said Europe, that immediately popped into my mind. Yeah.
Oh, most definitely. I see you on that stage, brother. 150,000 people. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool festival for sure.
That's real cool, my friend. That is real cool. Let's go to another question.
Yeah,
All right, two answers on this one.
okay.
These are people. Person alive, person that's passed away. Who you want to jam with always. In your heart, since you were a kid to now, who would you always want to grace the stage with and play with?
Let's see here. Actually, for alive, I think it. I'd actually. I wouldn't mind Kirk Hammett for Metallica.
There you go.
He's actually real versatile. He plays a lot of styles that aren't in Metallica, and he's plays guitar. I think we just geek out well together.
Right.
Not here. There's a couple, but I'll go with the obvious for me and do Van Halen.
Eddie. Yeah, definitely. I can see that with you, Eddie. For me, it's Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's another one that's way up there in there too. Maybe Randy Rhoads, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you were on stage, and you are a wild man on stage, and don't let him fool you, people. He's a wild man. And when you're playing like you're playing, have you ever thrown the guitar around the neck?
Have I ever what?
Thrown the guitar around the neck and catch it?
No. I've done other things like I've taken the strings off and I've taken the bridge off and done like weird theatrics like that.
Cool.
One show I had this is Raptor School days. I had this I got the guitar over here still, but I had this I had a '85 Monte Carlo for a while, and they put it was the carburetor had been replaced, but the old one was in a box.
Okay.
So I took the old one out at the end of a set when we were all going crazy, and it was just cranking it into the machine.
What the?
I didn't destroy anything or anything, but I just made it look like I was destroying stuff. But
Right on, brother. That's
yeah,
awesome, man. Attach a carburetor to your guitar. Now, that's cool.
yeah. So I'll show you the guitar. This is the one on No Cover TV, actually. Oh,
Really?
yeah, this dime Razorback.
Oh, that's
That was the
beautiful.
one I took
Yes, I
on No Cover
love that.
TV.
Yeah, I remember
This
that
was
guitar.
the one I hit the carburetor with. Hit it on the bridge with the carburetor hit.
That's wonderful. Like I said, and Jeff, you're a hell of a performer, a hell of an artist, and an entertainer to top it off. Definitely. You want to see a great show? You go see Jeff Kollnot, Captain Kollnot, or you see Flood the Desert. Most definitely.
Yeah, I should mention that Captain Kollnot because is actually putting together a live lineup, and
Nice.
we do have Rebecca Briggs from Gorgeous Nightmare. She basically is going to sing on it when we get all the other members in place. But there's interested people, but everybody it seems to be in 15 million bands already, so it's
Yeah.
hard to find start new things up sometimes because everybody's
Yeah, everybody whores himself out. I don't get
yeah.
it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
That's too funny. Oh my goodness. Now, what are you listening to nowadays, music wise?
Since I do a lot of what have I been listening to lately? There's a band. There's like a power metal band out of Germany called Rage. It's not Rage Against the Machine. It's a band I've always liked. I've been jamming their stuff lately. Opeth, Between the Buried and Me. Some of the more prog metal stuff. Yeah, not necessarily a whole lot of newer bands other than
Right.
what
Okay.
might be in the local music scene. Like
Sure. Just like,
I like Moto a lot. I like
oh
Drink Their
yeah.
Beer. Um, I like a lot of
Okay.
the bands that I play with.
Definitely. Yeah. I don't listen to the commercial music. No, I just listen to the national and locals. That's where the music's at. And that's what you need to check out, people out there, is the national and local, and support these artists most definitely. Like it says
Mhm.
below scroll, it's support, support, support. That's what
Oh
it's
yeah,
about. Definitely. Now, I got another question, and I need you to be honest. And then I know this had to happen to you, Mr. Colnott. Any embarrassing moments you'd like to talk about on stage?
let's see.
Get
Um,
the list out.
well, there's always like this. I don't know if this is the most embarrassing, but
Mhm.
sometimes you can. I don't really use wireless a whole lot, but because I've had it cut in and out. But there's
Oh
been
yeah,
times
yeah, it
where
does. Yeah.
I'll just walk too far and pull the
It'll
cable
be
out.
out of distance.
Yeah, I'll just forget that. Otherwise, I don't know. I've had some guitar straps fail. That's why I use strap lock.
Right. Yeah, locking straps.
That's more of a technical
It's bad when your ass end
master.
falls.
Um, yeah. Early on, we were like a high school band, and the PA wasn't really working right because the speakers we were using were wasn't the power amp wasn't pushing them properly, so it was
Okay.
overloading. So when I
Boom.
went to sing, it just shut off, and I was just
Collapsed.
yeah, you couldn't hear it. Then it would cut back in, and yeah, it was just like a lot of technical stuff like
Yeah.
just not working
It's
right,
always
not
something, it
working
seems.
what it should.
Right on. Now, I want to take you back to that show you did with 1,600 people at the 20 Monroe.
Yeah.
Okay, when you were on stage there and you guys are playing, and you look out and that crowd is fucking rocking out to your music, man. Horns are up and everything. You see that, Jeff. It hits your heart, brother. How's it making you feel?
Oh, it's good, man. It's a memory that you hold on to. especially if somebody's singing the words, they're
Tough.
really into it. It's just, I don't take it for granted because that doesn't come easy, and it's sometimes I hate to say it, sometimes it's luck, or it seems like it's
Yeah, right.
seems like it's luck. You put in the hard work, and it doesn't always
Yeah.
happen right away.
Right. Yeah, and it's great because you remember all those moments, definitely. You're
Yeah,
not going to forget any of those. That's what's cool. Um,
people get
what,
excited when you throw the guitar pick to them and stuff. That's cool.
oh, definitely. Most definitely. Well, we're at 45 minutes already. Oh, right, brother. My goodness. How about another lick? Now, do you know any famous licks that we all know, like possibly Stranglehold or anything?
I could probably make that song work. Let me.
Really? Yeah, 'cause I'll join you. I love that song. See if you can do Stranglehold. My go-to song. Uncle Ted. Oh, we felt that one. Oh.
I mean, I hear it in my head. We'll see. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. I mean,
That's it. That's what I play. The band used to hate me for playing that back in the 80s.
I don't know if that's the exact way he plays it. That's what I heard in my head. So yeah.
Well, I mean, you pretty much hit it on par. I mean, Uncle Ted does it his way, and of course, it's his way. It's his song. But yeah, that's basically how I play it too,
Otherwise,
brother.
as far as classic stuff, there's
Oh, oh, brother.
what's that?
Oh man, Bark at the Moon, Ozzy Osbourne, and to play Randy Rhoads riffs is amazing.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Well, man, I remember when he passed away, we all cried. We cried hard, man. It really hurt.
Yeah,
Definitely.
one of my actual good friends was born on that day, so that's kind of wild.
That is kind of wild. Definitely. Definitely. So
Well,
now, Jeff, do you think I could get you in any spandex or anything like that?
Spandex?
Spill, yeah, like the 80s, like, David and all that stuff.
Oh, that's funny you mentioned that because I did one of those Revelation shows at Tony Monroe. I dressed like 1985 Dave Murray, and
Oh,
I did that one time.
did you
The other
really?
guys in the band didn't want to do it because they thought they were too fat, and so I was the only one that did it. And so I thought we were gonna be more coordinated, but they just wore like regular metal stuff. But
And
I
you're out
wore
there.
like the striped shirt Dave Murray had. A couple of those tribute shows I wore wigs too, um, which sometimes people think it's great, sometimes it's whatever. But
That's
I
awesome.
did it one. I did it one time already, actually. Yeah.
That is sweet, my friend. That is
Yeah.
sweet. Hey, Jeff, I appreciate you coming back on the podcast, brother. It's been a great time. I want to ask a couple more questions here. One more look before we get out of here. Where is the future for Flood the Desert? Are we going to possibly get that tour under our belt? And what are you going to do with Captain Kollnot?
I'd say, well, definitely. There's an album coming out this summer. I'll just say at some point there will be a tour.
Good.
Okay, I don't know. I have the specifics on it, but yeah, we'll get it under our belt.
All right, cool. All right,
Captain
well,
Kollnot. Oh, go ahead.
no, Captain Kollnot, I want to hear.
That's gonna have another record come out in this spring because we're basically just waiting on artwork and one final mix. So that'll be
Okay.
coming out. And the big thing with them is I just not necessarily a tour, but just get a live lineup together and then
Yeah.
start playing live with that. So
Definitely, definitely. That's what last question I have. I'd love to hear this answer on this. What advice can you give those youngsters out there that want to do what we do, Jeff?
let's see. Uh, what would I say? I tell them uh, have fun, and also there's plenty of places you can learn from, especially nowadays with the internet.
Oh yeah.
Not saying it's necessarily easier, but there's just more access to more information.
Accessibility, yes.
Yeah, just there's just take advantage of all that, and
Yeah.
and play. If you're enjoying what you're doing, you're on the right track.
That's right.
It can be hard work, but it's worth it. I'll say
It is worth it. Stick with it. Don't give up, man. And don't listen to everybody because they're all wrong. It's your way, your music. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, Jeffrey, we're going to get out of here. I appreciate it, brother. I'm going to send this link off to all my promoters out there. I'll send you the link so you can promote it. Check out Jeff Kollnot and Captain Kollnot and Flood the Desert anywhere they are, okay? And again, where can they find you real quick?
Find me on Facebook, Captain Kollnot, Jeffrey Kollnot, Instagram, Flood the Desert, and that Captain Kollnot, or on any major streaming platform. And also, they're also on Bandcamp, too.
All right, Jeff. All right, Jeff, what I want to have you do, give us a lick out of here, brother. Give us a real nice lick, man. Oh, yeah, kick the chair. Let's do this, brother.
Okay, man.
Again, everybody, thanks for watching the No Cover TV podcast. Brother Jeff Kollnot's in the house. Amazing shredder guitar player out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Check them out. So we're going to get out here until our next show. So everybody, have a great one. Peace. We're out here.